Welcome to Cantina, Jargon.
Welcome back to Cantina Jargon. This is episode 5 of the podcast with myself, Joe from Jargon, and Caden from Cantina Talk. Today we are joined by a special guest, Star Wars Sith, Tony from Star Wars Sith. Thanks for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about your channel, where people can find you. And by the way, everyone needs to subscribe to him. He's got a fast growing channel right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. So
The last reaction video.
yeah.
Yes, thank you. So, yep, I'm Tony at Star Wars Sith. So you can find me on YouTube. I think if you search it Star Wars Sith 66, it'll come up. But I mainly cover basically a little bit of everything Star Wars. I started my channel for Star Wars Celebration, covering that. And when that's not happening, I'm doing reactions, toy hunts, unboxings, gaming streams. So a little bit of everything Star Wars.
Yeah, he's the celebration guy. If you got any questions, so he's going to be my go-to when it comes to Japan here in 2025. So yeah, right on. Can't wait for that. So episode 5, man, we just saw possibly the craziest episode of like Star Wars TV ever. It's up there with Luke finale for me and Mando season 2. Caden, you and I haven't really talked at all. So I mean, what are your thoughts? Are you just like, are you loving it as much as I am? And I know, Tony, I watched a lot of your streams, so I think you're on board too. But
yep.
Yeah. So I was born in 03, so Clone Wars and everything, all prequels. This was my entire childhood encapsulated in one episode, and like the amount of times I don't want to say like cried, but the amount of times I got teary eyed when I like brought back to being a little kid again, watching the Clone Wars show in my mom's living room on the couch. Like when I was just really young, just seeing Rex, and even like young Ahsoka and Anakin. I like when the show got announced in 2019. Late 2019.
Yeah, it was like 2020.
Yeah, like right at the beginning there. Instantly, the only thing I wanted to see was Anakin in the Clone Wars armor, just once. I just because I like obviously we have like the fan made pictures, but I was like I want to just see it once, like Hayden in the armor. And when we got that, that's when I lost my shit. I couldn't hold it anymore.
He looked better than I could ever imagine, pretty much.
From Kenobi to now, like. He looks incredible, right? It's just the difference.
Yeah, no, I mean, and the de-aging was spot on, was perfect. It was just incredible seeing him back. I mean, all right, so
he did the thing.
Favorite part of the episode, both of you. I want to hear from both of you. Tony, you kick us off though. What was your favorite moment in the episode?
So, oh man, that is probably the toughest thing because, like, it was just it was like at one point I think I was like, this is too much. Like, this is too much. So probably it has to be Hayden in the Clone Wars armor. It has to be. It looked beautiful. It looked amazing. The de-aging here was day and night difference from Kenobi. I don't understand what the difference was, but every time we saw him, he looked amazing. And they didn't do none of those tricks where they try to hide it with the lighting or quick cuts. Like, it was on him. He was walking close to you. Like, you saw everything. It was amazing. But I think the favorite part has to be that. The Revenge of the Sith part was kind of sick too. When he took out the blade, the red saber came out. He turns around with the Sith eyes. I was a little scared. Like, that was awesome, man.
Yeah,
so awesome.
Red lightsaber Anakin was pretty damn sick. But I gotta go Clone Wars armor too. I mean, the short hair dude, it was like perfect.
Like
perfect,
literally,
bro.
Season 1, like perfect, like spot on.
Yeah.
Even his mannerisms, like how he talked, how he walked, even how he was standing with his arms behind his. Oh my god, it was on point.
Yeah, he definitely studied the shit out of Clone Wars.
Oh yeah,
to try and replicate the animation and how Matt Lanter took Anakin in a different way. Like, it was just so cool seeing it translated.
Yeah,
I saw there was a video on YouTube. I think his cinematic captures did he used AI to put Matt Lanter's voice over Anakin's, it was almost identical. That's how close Anakin like captured the voice and everything. Or Hayden, I should say. But yeah, I mean, it was freaking perfect. That and seeing Rex, even if it was only for a second, Clone Wars, the Phase 1 armor was so sick. I never thought we'd see Phase 1.
Yeah, I never thought we'd see both phases in a span of 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was unreal. Like when I first saw the Phase 1. I was like, is that Rex? That has to be Rex. But then I was like, maybe it's another ARC trooper or something. I don't know. But then when we saw the second one, it was locked in. And in the credits, he gets credited for both, like for Captain and Commander Rex or something like that. He's credited twice.
Yeah. I love seeing the half and half. No, it's fully Tamara.
Yeah. Yes.
Wish we could have seen his face though. I will say that
I know, man.
So do you think we see Rex this season though? Because I think the next 3 episodes are going to pretty much be in this other galaxy. I don't think we're going to see. I'm talking like current day, whatever.
Old man Rex from Rebels.
Post Return of the Jedi.
I don't think so. It would be nice, like maybe in the finale, if there's some sort of resolution and they come back and he happens to be there. But it's like it's almost like they have to fit so many people in because like we want to see Rex, we want to see Zeb, we want to see Callus. Are we going to see Ezra? Callus. So. There's like so many other people. Is Leia gonna come? Because she was name dropped. Like what?
I think we're gonna see Leia and Hera interact. I really do. At least via hologram. Man. I think we're gonna see it's gonna be a hologram.
Yep.
Yeah. So I know Tony has seen the leaks about
episode
3PO
7.
I heard 3PO.
That would be
it makes sense.
That would make perfect sense for something to do with Leia because 3PO is there.
Yeah.
Like either like 3PO sent there and Leo is just like you said, like the hologram there, like bringing a message.
Yeah.
But just and they might try to like hide the face and just have like the voice, but even then it's still Leia, so it's something.
Dude, even if it's like her from the back and she's talking,
from the
like
back.
I'm all in on that. That sounds cool. Oof. Yeah.
She doesn't even have to do the Rogue One turnaround either and say just from the back, like
from the back, and they need to play Leia's theme like real subtle and like perfect.
Leia's theme might be my favorite piece of music in Star Wars.
It's up there, man. I get teary-eyed. I'm getting goosebumps right now thinking about it, bro. That song hits so hard, especially after she passed away.
Oh yeah.
The only thing that I genuinely enjoyed about the sequels is not even like a Rey's normal theme, but the closed on a Sunday version of Rey's theme. That's the only thing that I'll like appreciate from the sequels.
John Williams still killed it, right? He's still
there's some John Williams still did his thing.
Yeah. That's about it.
Oh yeah.
Like that's my outro music. Like for the last like minute and a half is that like lo-fi mix of it. It just sounds so nice and it flows well towards the end.
It's nice. It's good, man. He killed it for sure. So, all right.
Okay. Can we talk?
Go ahead.
I was like, can we talk about how Kevin Kiner killed so far? Like the entire score. For this show,
it sounds
the music
amazing. It like the minute that soundtrack you could buy it. I don't really buy nothing, but I want to buy that physical media to have it. It is and digitally like it. Oh man, it just hits.
Yeah, I need to hear the full version of like the new Duel of the Fates that he like recreated.
Yeah,
I need like when Anakin and Ahsoka were back in World Between Worlds fighting. I need to hear that like the full version of that. That sounded like. The second I started playing, that's when I was also starting to get teary-eyed again. I'm like, you can't do this all in one episode.
And the outro,
all back to back.
The outro music at the end, like the Game of Thrones vibe outro song. I need it. I just wanted to like wake up and like do work to that music. It's so good, man.
Every time I hear the outro, it's just like stuck in my head for the next 24 hours. It's so good. Kiner's killing it, but Ludwig season 1 and 2 of Mando or Kiner. Ahsoka. I mean, they're both incredible.
Yeah. Ludwig killed it, but I think I'm taking Kiner, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Kiner as well. But did Ludwig do like the new Luke's theme?
Yes,
for
Mando. For Mando season 2, he did that.
That song is fire.
That's like
that's
tough.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
just
it is.
Even though it's my childhood, I want to say Kiner. Luke's theme is just like it's like right there. Like,
it's tough.
It's good.
Because
I will say Kiner's feels like more classic Star Wars,
like John Williams-esque.
Yeah,
like how George had wanted things to sound, not how they change them with the sequels. But it wasn't like even like bad with the sequels. Just under George's direction, it was 10 times better. I mean, that goes for all the sequels, I guess, together, like the movies, everything. But like, I don't know. Dave definitely has encapsulated George in the best way, at least in my opinion. Like,
oh, for sure,
I agree.
Down to almost like every detail. It's just,
yeah. I mean, let's talk about real quick. You know, because Kenobi had Kenobi the show, which I just don't like personally. I think the music didn't hit right. The visuals were very lacking. The trailer was good, but they
the trailer had like I think it was Duel of the Fates, Anakin's Dark Deeds, and like 200 ones in it.
Yeah, it did have Dark Deeds.
And where was that in the show?
Yeah. Show was, dude, they didn't use like Vader's theme at all till the very last episode, like last 2 minutes. Like, get out of here. How are you not going to use that when you have Vader just ripping people apart?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was one of my biggest complaints about the show. But the de-aging was bad. The cinematography was bad. Dave Filoni just showed you in one episode like what's possible with Hayden being back. I can't even imagine him having Ewan back too. Like what he could create.
I just gotta say, like, because even like with when they're doing like the flashback, you could tell Ewan was still his age. His hair almost looked like a wig. It didn't even like look weird. Right. Yeah. And it looked like they just took him like, all right, put on the Jedi robes and get on set. Like they didn't even try to like bring him back to like the mullet with the like kind of like scruffy beard, because I don't even know if his beard wasn't there for that scene.
The Bee Gees beard, man.
Yeah, like he had shaved it for a movie after that, or before that, sorry. So they added it back in with CGI. That's why sometimes it looks like it's like fake. It doesn't look real. But even then, like it didn't look right in Kenobi. I was like, that's like that, and Hayden not being de-aged either. Which
in Kenobi, what I expected us to get is what we got from Filoni in episode 5. I thought we were going to get all those Clone Wars flashbacks with Ewan and Hayden in the Clone Wars armor and doing meaningful stuff like stories and stuff like that, just like we got in this episode with Anakin and Ahsoka, meaningful stories. It was great. Like, why couldn't that happen in Kenobi? It would have been so much better. So it's like, after seeing this episode, it makes me even more mad at Kenobi, because we should have got that same love there.
Yeah, they could have played up on the trauma a little bit more by showing the flashbacks, but instead we just got like nothing.
I know.
We got
nothing.
Reva.
Even though it happened in Ahsoka, and I feel like it has to do with Disney meddling with it. I feel like if Dave did Kenobi, we would not have Reva survive twice. The Grand Inquisitor, I'm fine with because the Grand Inquisitor, I'm fine with because the Padawans have 2 stomachs, so that's fine.
Yeah, I don't mind that one.
But her twice.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, that's the most ridiculous one of all.
And
it's funny too, because I think Liam Neeson said that he's fully done with Star Wars now, and I feel like if I was Liam Neeson watching this show, I would be turning it like, I'd be like, no, I'm fucking done. After Reva survived twice and the Grand Inquisitor survived.
Yeah.
Because like, and it's like now Sabine. I mean, I get why they're trying to do it, but at the same time, it just makes them feel like lightsabers feel like, I don't know.
They need to go back if they want to have like stakes with the lightsabers. They need to go back to taking limbs off, take an arm, take a hand, take
exactly.
Take a leg. When was the last time? Yeah, when was the last time we saw an army get cut off in the sequels or anything after, since Disney's bought it? I haven't. Well, I mean, I guess technically, if you want to say Maul
cut someone's hands off or something.
Yeah, that one hand. Yeah,
I'm talking like episode 4, like in the cantina. Like
that's
showing
not
the blood
ever going to happen again.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like when has that ever been like felt like because I mean Dooku got his hands cut off, but that even felt more like menacing
than it did in Kenobi.
But I'm talking before that.
You can see the head actually on the, like roll across.
I mean, same thing with Jango. You can see the shadow of Jango's head going flying
out. Yeah. Yep. Oh man.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get anything like that again, but at least we got Dave for now doing like something. But I made a video yesterday, and what I want is a Clone Wars like movie now. Give me a freaking movie. Just Ewan Hayden,
you know he
back
wants to.
Ariana Greenblatt for Ahsoka. She was great as young Ahsoka.
Yeah,
I thought she was amazing.
Yep.
My wife didn't, but I thought she was.
I thought she captured it perfectly.
Yeah,
it felt like young, except for the Siege of Mandalore one. She looked a little young in that one.
Yeah. I feel like they should have aged her up a little bit.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking is it like fully confirmed that Dave's movie is Heir to the Empire? Because if it's not Heir to the Empire, it has to be a Clone Wars movie, right?
Oh my God!
Right? I was thinking this today.
I don't think nothing's confirmed. But what if he just does that? What if he just does this whole movie, a random movie about?
He's like
a Clone Wars mission, bro. I would die.
That's like a 2-hour Clone Wars mission. Imagine.
That was pretty much the first, like the movie of Clone Wars. It was 3 episodes in one movie, like for the actual Clone Wars movie. So
but
I mean,
I guess it depends how Ahsoka ends, because I highly doubt that they're gonna stop Thrawn and save the day in 3 episodes.
Yeah, no, they definitely learned from
Mando
season 3's mistakes on that one.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Because I was like, if it isn't fully confirmed, it probably would be that. But it has to be Heir, at least in my mind.
I think it was. You were at Celebration, Tony. Didn't they say that it was a?
It takes. They said it takes place during the Mandoverse. Yeah.
Okay. Mandoverse movie. Yeah.
Because they had didn't they put like a timeline like up?
Yeah, it's right in the Mandoverse timeline. Yeah, so it wouldn't be Clone Wars then, because it would have been over to the left more. Damn it.
Well, then the only thing that makes sense is Heir to the Empire.
Give him a second. Yeah. Give him a second movie. Though.
Yeah,
give him every movie, man. Like, stop this nonsense, man.
Give him Kathy's position.
Give him everything. Just or just have Dave write every movie. He doesn't have to direct it. Just have him write everything. That's all we need.
Well, no, but we need good directors though, because Deborah Chow clearly did do a great job.
Yeah, no Deborah
Chow.
Anybody else?
Deborah Chow.
Give me Bryce Dallas Howard, dude. She's
Bryce, bro. Yeah.
Bryce Payton, definitely.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I will say, I think Deborah Chow got the same thing as like Robert Rodriguez, where they had amazing episodes in Mando season 2, but just when they got their own shows, it all fell apart.
Yeah.
Like Rick Famuyiwa, perfect example of amazing episode director.
Yeah, give it to him.
Besides Mando season.
Yeah.
Who's doing the finale? Peter Ramsey. He's doing the finale.
Yeah, just like Mando season 3 finale.
He is. Yeah,
because he did Mando season 3's finale too.
Yeah,
which I thought was really good.
Yeah, I like that.
Everything. Yeah,
he did the one at the Shadow Council too. He did 7 and 8 for number 3. He did the Bill Burr episode in season 2, which is a freaking amazing episode.
Oh yeah,
Seismic Charge. All of it.
Okay, so Taika. I guess Taika directed the last episode of Mando season 1. I didn't even know that it was Taika.
Taika did the
season
1 finale.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was gonna see. I was like, was that also Rick just hitting bangers throughout the entire seasons?
Yeah.
All right. So
Peter Ramsey though has my respect.
Peter Ramsey, dude, now he's done 2 episodes.
Oh,
episode 4 of Ahsoka was phenomenal.
Yeah,
and his Mando episode is probably my favorite of the season. The pirate
Which one?
Yeah, the pirate one.
Okay, got you.
When they
that was good
jetpack out of the freaking dropship.
Oh, yeah,
that's him.
Yeah, that was a banger. Yeah.
That was probably the best episode of the season, in my opinion. But yeah,
I have to agree. Before we segue to, I just want to say quickly that Dave Filoni's opening crawl for episode 1, I thought was a perfect new way of like revamping it in a way. Yeah, it felt so much like Scarface, or even like a
old video game,
like Goodfellas and Scarface mixed together.
Yeah,
the old video games.
Just felt perfect.
Yeah, it
felt like a video game intro. Yeah.
God, it was perfect.
Yeah.
A lot of people were complaining that it wasn't like the typical yellow crawl. Like, I actually think that the fact that it was a little different allowed us to like separate. Okay, this is TV, but like we're still getting a crawl.
I was even hearing the like Scarface intro music while I was reading it. I was like, this feels so much like Scarface, being like a black screen with it. Almost.
I think if it would have been the traditional crawl, people would have complained even more, saying, "Oh, why are you copying George? This is not a movie." Like, it would have been worse if it was that.
I agree.
I can see it going that way.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk episode 6. So this, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the actress who plays Shin, Ivana Sakno,
my baby.
Yeah, that's right. That's that's your girl.
Shin Baby.
Yes.
This is supposedly her favorite episode 6. So I think we're gonna get a lot of Shin action.
I pray, and I ordered the I Love Shin baddie hat from Theory, and I ordered 2 Shin t-shirts, one from Hot Topic, one from this Instagram. So I pray that some of them come before next week so I could wear it during my reaction.
Yeah, I hope you have them on, like while you're watching it, just shinned
out. Yep. Yes.
That's a good idea. So yeah, she says it's her favorite episode. I think we're in for like a pretty solid episode about the villains. I don't think we're gonna see so much, Ahsoka and I mean, I don't even know if we're gonna see Ezra next week. I know leaks are saying probably not. It's kind of wild to me.
I got a feeling it's gonna be like the Coruscant episode of Mando, where it's like a backstory to Shin and Balin.
Give me a backstory.
Yeah. And then like the last like 10 minutes be like where it goes back to like them meeting Thrawn, like Thrawn and Ezra showing up and then ending, or even like I don't know, with the backstory, add Merrick's in there as well, like how they all like got together in a way. Since obviously we know he's dead.
That's not gonna quite be like the Mando episode where we're on Coruscant for 50 minutes. That's gonna be.
I was talking.
It'll be good though. It'll be good.
I was meaning where it's like something. Yeah,
like away from the story in a way.
Or the Lizzo episode where it's like 40 minutes of something else, and the last 10 minutes is like good. But like, I don't want the episode to be shit, and then the last 10 minutes be good.
No,
what if Balin's backstory is just more Clone Wars flashbacks? Because he was around.
If it was.
Like, think about it. Like, what if Dave is like, hold my beer, like I'm gonna go off here with more Clone Wars, and we see because Hu Yang said that Balin disappeared towards the end of the Clone Wars.
Right.
So like, we don't know if he left before Order 66, during it, after it. Like, he could have maybe went a little dark before. Like, it'd be dope to see that Clone Wars flashback.
Oh yeah, almost like Dooku and Tails. I also
anything's possible.
You're getting me too excited though for it now. Like if it's not that, I'm gonna be disappointed. We're gonna see him as a kid, like going through the Clone Wars himself. Who's his master? I know some people think Plo Koon, and Dave loves Plo Koon, dude. So I can see that.
He does.
Wow.
Is it weird that I'd want it to be the is it? It's not Terrace Nube, the old Jedi Master that has the white saber that's in his cane. I don't remember his name. I don't know why I was like that. I was like, I feel like that'd be like so cool, but also like kind of like cheap. Yeah, like we kind of like cheap. But also I saw this like meme on Twitter. It was like where like the Master Skywalker, what are we gonna do, kid? Is actually Balin that survived.
I saw that.
But I was like, that doesn't make sense though, because he said Balin talked to Anakin, like knew him. So I was like, that doesn't make sense, but that's funny. But like, it doesn't make sense.
Nah.
Yeah, it could work because
it's even funnier too.
Balin knows that Anakin turned evil, so he had to be in the temple when the raid went down. Is my guess.
Unless they do some fucking Reva shit where they were like, oh no, she just figured it out. The only person that should have figured it out is Thrawn.
Dave wouldn't do that though.
Yeah. Thrawn is the only one that
Dave
should know.
would trust. He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Thrawn knows. He's too smart.
Yeah. Thrawn is the only one that I would like believe knew. Minus Tarkin. Tarkin, I feel like would have already known too.
Did Tarkin know? Is there anything that says that in canon?
I feel like he had to have. I don't know, but I feel like if anyone, because Vader, I mean, at least what I remember from the original trilogy, he almost like answered the Tarkin.
Yeah, he kind of.
He was more of like Tarkin's like pet in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially episode 1, he was more like Tarkin's. I don't want to say like Tarkin's bitch, but he was like definitely like.
Yeah, Tarkin just kind of told him where to go, and he just did it.
Yeah, which is different from how Vader seemed in Kenobi, where he was just like he had full control to do whatever he wants.
Well, we know Thrawn knew because of the book. He figured it out, which makes sense. But that's
such a smart way too of how we figured it out.
Yeah,
like just the mental games too, being able to just like play with him.
Yeah, he screwed with them.
Like it's such a Thrawn thing to do too. Like I don't know.
Dude, I'm so hyped totally to see Thrawn.
Doing that.
I hope
you guys think we're gonna get a lot of him or like I don't know what to think anymore after this last episode, because like I didn't think we were gonna get that much Hayden. Like that was a lot, and like those scenes were long, and I was like, this is amazing. So like now I don't know what to expect or think anymore because Dave is just doing what he wants.
Here's the thing.
I am concerned that we're not gonna get because remember Mando season 3, we saw Gideon for like it felt like a total of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We better see Thrawn more
yeah.
than that. That's all I'm saying. I need to see more Thrawn. The reason I'm watching this show is for Thrawn in the first place.
Yeah.
Now
Thrawn was
got
the reason why
Hayden,
the show got
which
set up.
Made it so much better, but
yeah.
you know, I came with the expectation, okay, she's hunting for Thrawn. We're going to see Thrawn.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him.
That's how they set it up in Mando. It was like that Thrawn's the main reason that she's
Right.
doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they have their track record. Like, I think Vader in their had a whole like 10 minutes in the original trilogy or something like that. That was what I saw. Some like low number that I didn't think made sense. And they have a track record of doing that, obviously, with Gideon. I feel like this might turn the tide, though. I feel like this is where they're going to stop doing that. And like, I don't know. I think this Mando Season 3 backlash was more than enough for Disney like to wake up a little bit and realize that's not how to handle the villain the last 2 episodes.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Can only hope so.
Like,
yeah. I want to see Thrawn strategize. That's what I want to see because he's like
Yeah.
a master strategist.
I'm gonna take that back. We definitely are gonna get more because look at what they did for Sabine and Hera and gave like their like backstories in a way. Like the first episode was more about just learning the characters and knowing who they are.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to do that with Thrawn because how else are anyone gonna know what Thrawn is if they haven't watched Rebels or Clone Wars?
That's true.
They
That's
have
true.
to.
That's
like
true.
with Balin and Shin's episode. That's why I think we're gonna see like the backstory because the new people that haven't seen those shows aren't gonna know who the hell that is and why this person's the villain. Who is this person?
Especially if they're pushing him for the movie, like people need to like want to see more of him, enough of him to want more for that movie.
Yeah, that's right. We need to see enough to be like, wow, that was sick, and I just want even more. But that's how I feel now with Hayden and the Clone Wars armor. I'm just
I
like,
know, man.
That was so incredible.
Oh.
Now I just want to see more. Ugh.
Oh,
I want more, but no, I shouldn't.
yeah, exactly.
That's exactly correct.
Exactly.
Yep. So I don't know. I really hope with Thrawn, I hope we get a solid amount. But now you guys got me all hyped about seeing Balin's like backstory in the Clone Wars and how he like started the temple and stuff. I mean, this could be nuts. We have no idea what to expect in episode 6, 7, 8. We have no clips besides the Thrawn clips.
Yeah, that's literally all we have left because we got the New Republic transports coming in and then making out the Ghost and the T6 together and Hera and Ceatos. There's nothing new.
So with Balin, like I feel like they have to show us why he turned because he seems so disappointed with the Jedi. Like he makes these comments that he lost faith, but then you can still kind of see he still has like Jedi values almost with how he acts with his Padawan having the Padawan braid.
Yep.
So maybe we'll see what pushed him away from the Jedi Order. It had to be something big because that's why he is the way that he is.
That's
Why I keep going.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean,
man.
like, if you see one
I
of
don't
your
say
own
that.
kind turn on everyone, like, won't that kind of sour you a little bit? Or if you experience a war, like, when you see Ahsoka, like, the child Ahsoka in a war, like, right in the middle of a battlefield, like, that affects you in some way. So maybe Bailey had a similar experience. I don't know.
I'm thinking, like, because like Tony said, like, what if he left, like before Order 66 happened? If so, I think Dooku might have trained him based off like how Yoda had so many apprentices. Like, I think Dooku could have trained him because Dooku, I think from what I remember anyway, Dooku was more disillusioned with the Jedi and wanted to break off and create his own order, like his own Jedi, like so like that's what I'm thinking. Like his influence, like instead of like basically like the reverse Qui-Gon, like how Qui-Gon like wasn't like for that. I think Balin might have been for that.
He does talk like Dooku, like in terms of like his ideals. It sounds
even like when Sabine handed him the star map and that little like smirk, like that was like Dooku almost like taunting Obi-Wan after in episode 2.
Are we gonna get
that's what it seemed like.
A Dooku flashback now? Now I expect a Dooku flashback next episode. Imagine
I brought back to life
if we saw
CGI.
Yeah, CGI Dooku.
Oh,
like would you want to be the black hair or the like
I want to see a young Dooku.
or like but do you want it to be the black hair or do you want it to be like almost like the bluish black hair from Tales? I thought his hair looked amazing in Tales. How was like that like Ezra almost blue and black.
Oh,
like I thought that looked so nice. Like it was such a nice detail that they brought in.
Whatever Dave wants to do, it'll look good. That's always
wow. That'd be something nobody would expect. I feel like that would have leaked though. Like, oh, Dooku's in.
I mean,
episode 6.
They were wrong about Anakin's episode numbers, at least so far anyway. No one said 5. Because
they said 5. They never said 4.
Sorry,
they never
4.
said 4. Yeah,
it was 5, 7, 8, right?
5, 7, 8. Yeah.
But I think I will say this. I think Dave and John and company are really good at hiding certain cameos. Like we saw, there was no leak for Cad Bane or Luke in Book of Boba Fett. There was no Luke leak for season 2 of Mando. So if there's
was there a Boba Fett leak for
there
Mando
was
season 2?
Rumors that Tamara was returning.
I think there was rumors. Yeah.
After and episode 1 confirmed it, so we were like, okay, we're getting Boba.
I was just thinking like before it came out, were there leaks that Tamara was going to be in? I couldn't remember if there was or not.
There was definitely Ahsoka leaks.
There was rumors that Boba Fett was going to be in it because I remember when I saw Cobb Vanth put the helmet down, I had a heart attack. But then when I saw him, I'm like, bro, what is this? I remember being grumpy because I love Boba Fett. But then when we see the credits almost roll and you see Tamora's face, I was like shocked. I was so happy and shocked.
Like it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
So there were definitely some rumors at least, but like right now there could be a few hidden cameos that we have no clue are happening. So like if there's going to be a Luke at all, if there's going to be a Leia, maybe 3PO leaked, but Leia could be kept secret, especially if she's a hologram. They could have just recorded her one-on-one with, and however they do that. And then,
because
still have a couple of secret cameos in there is all I'm saying.
No, for sure.
Yeah, because when they did the Luke episode, they said that like the set was so like locked down that it was like the smallest amount of people. Yeah, it was the smallest amount of people possible. Which the fact that didn't leak, even like Plo Koon, that had like the cover up, the fact that didn't even leak means that they still can keep secrets.
It's what they did for Cad Bane too. So if you notice in all the Cad Bane shots in Boba Fett season 2, there's no one else on the street with them. So Cobb Vanth, like right before Cad Bane walks out, he's like, "Hey, you guys go inside," and then it's just them two. So they have a very small crew just filming 2 people. You know what I mean? And the same thing when Boba fights him. The street clears out and then it's just Boba and Cad Bane. So that's how they kept it so low profile.
They basically could have done that just in the volume too. Like in a small volume box. Like so no one can see shit.
Yeah. No, they did for sure.
Well, did Tamara get leaked for being in Kenobi at all? As the clone trooper? I don't think he did.
There might have been rumors
about Cody.
But it was like everyone was assuming Cody would be in it. Like it would make sense for the story. So I think it was more like that, but not that random clone trooper.
Cody was in the original script. I mean,
Yep. Yeah. I was at least in my mind, I always thought that. I thought in Legends that Cody was like hunting down like Kenobi after, because like he was so frustrated that he failed that he was like Kenobi was his #1 priority. That would have been great to show in the show, along with how they brought Chrysanthemum in and showed Black Chrysanthemum's like scar from Kenobi, but just like I wanted to see that fight in Kenobi.
That
would have been perfect.
Kenobi is like the biggest disappointment.
Sorry,
it was a missed layup. A missed layup.
That's the thing. It should have been. It should have been a home run, like easy.
Yep.
How do you fumble that? So something like that should not have been fumbled as hard as it did.
I mean,
they need to give Dave Ewan McGregor for something, bro, to redeem it, bro. just for a Clone Wars flashback in any show. I don't care what show.
Now we're just missing Ewan in the Clone Wars armor because we got young Ahsoka, we got Anakin, and we got Rex on those posters today. Those posters are perfect. We're just missing Ewan.
So beautiful.
Can I make this suck even more? I wish in Kenobi we would have saw him like in like I wanted to see Mythos Kenobi with the Clone Wars armor and like the bag with Qui-Gon's saber.
Yeah.
Either that or him with the clone. Like if we do get a Clone Wars flashback, seeing him with the clone helmet on, with the Phase 1 helmet along with his armor. I don't know. I just love like the Mythos concepts of it. It's just like the Mythos is so cool. Good. Like give me it.
That traveling Kenobi with the bag was
it shows the armor and the like Qui-Gon saber. Yeah,
I thought we were going to see something like that, but hey, then again, I thought we were going to get Clone Wars flashbacks. I thought we were going to get a lot of stuff. We didn't get anything.
No, man.
Yeah,
yeah, we got pre-Attack of the Clones flashbacks, which I mean, it's still like I love Anakin's Attack of the Clone saber. That's my favorite.
But of
saber
all
of
the like eras to try and de-age Hayden to, you're gonna choose when he's like 16.
When he looks baby-faced, like even more than like
Oh my gosh, I still can't get over the de-aging in this show. I mean, it was some of the best I've ever seen. Luke looked incredible in Boba Fett, but this was even better. I mean, they've just
next level.
They just.
I will say, I thought Harrison Ford in Dial of Destiny was perfect. This is perfect.
The thing that's literally was perfect. Harrison Ford, though, I mean, it looks perfect, but the voice is off because he's like still got his like 80-some-year-old voice, whereas Hayden can still kind of pull off the younger voice. He sounded
the voice sounded better in the show. In the trailer, he sounded a little old, but in the show, it was like flawless.
Right.
But those also we didn't hear those lines from the trailer.
We didn't.
Yeah. Is that another flashback or is that a hologram now? I'm like,
I think that's a
hologram.
Message.
I think it's a hologram message in episode 7.
Or because what he says, like I know you can do this, Ahsoka. I have faith in you. I think that because he sounds older, I think that might be a Force Ghost because that sounds way older than his younger self.
And that might be episode 8.
Yeah,
I think in the finale we're gonna get a Force Ghost.
That's what I hear. I mean, they definitely could be cutting up lines there and splicing.
Yeah,
like what if he says that and after that he says but to do this you need my son's help.
Oh my god, bro.
I'm gonna stop, but you see what I mean?
That's what I'm hoping. I want him to be like, go find my son or whatever. And maybe we
get Luke.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because like,
bro.
What if like Anakin doesn't know? Because obviously now we know. Because I had a theory that Book of Boba Fett took place after Ahsoka. Like Ahsoka went and dropped off Jason there, and that's how she met Luke and everything. It was from Anakin. But now that we know Ahsoka the Grey, like that already happened. So she knows Anakin, or not knows Luke. Sorry,
she knows Luke already.
So she tells but if she tells Anakin like I already know your son, and like talks about like that like he told me like what you did like at the end and how you redeemed yourself like that like I would want him to be like I need you to go find my son and she's like I already have.
Go get Luke. I need to hear Hayden say go get Luke. Like what?
I need him to just talk about Luke once. And what I also need is a post-credit scene that sets up this whole like thing. Because
the movie to set up the movie,
or something. I don't know, man. Like if it's a season 2, great. But I want I just see it now, like a post-credit scene. She's walking up to Luke's temple, and he's got some students.
Yeah.
And it's just because they gave us post-credit scenes in Mando season 2. They gave us one in Book of Boba Fett, but we didn't get one in season 3 of Mando. So I'm like,
I hope Dave gives us one, man.
Yeah, because what Joe's talking about was from my Luke Academy video.
Yes.
I mentioned how like at the end I want to see I want the good guys to lose, and I want Ahsoka to realize that for this threat of Thrawn, they need Luke Skywalker, and that she would go to Yavin or wherever where Luke's new temple is, because this obviously is not the same temple in Academy that we see in the sequels. The geographical differences is huge. Like it's not like Luke's moving mountains out of the way. Like that's not gonna happen. So I think that this is Luke's like Academy, and what I wanted to see was like Ahsoka land there to go find Luke, and as she's going through, we see like the Praxium from Yavin and the training grounds. As she makes her way through, she says like Luke, I need hey, I need your help or something. And Luke's either talking with
just like turns around, and it just cuts to black.
Whoa, I was saying like Luke standing there with Jason, or Luke standing there with like a young Ben Solo even, and Luke just turns around and looks at her, and then that's where it ends. Setting up that she's calling Luke to help.
That'd be so sick.
I want more better. I better explained it in my video, but that's
the dream, man. I want a post-credit scene of some sort, even if it's like some sort of post-credit scene where like
a Clone Wars flashback, post-credit scene, bro. Let's go.
Just like, oh yeah, by the way, we also filmed this for fun. And it's just like everyone in the Clone Wars.
Or do we hear Maul like I was looking for Kenobi? And then it just turns and you just see Maul's eyes in like the tunnel. Like setting up like if they were gonna do like the Clone Wars movie, like what I'm saying, like if they were to set that up, it'd just be like Maul's eyes in the dark tunnel, like lighting up.
God, stop
like,
that.
I wish.
I'm doing too much.
I will say this: when the Siege of Mandalore started, and I noticed it was the Mandalorians, I said, "Are we gonna see Maul right now?" And obviously,
I did too. Like,
it would have made sense there.
I literally said it in my watch party. I'm like, are we gonna see the throne room? Is this like, are we gonna see it recreated in live action?
That would have been too good. I know, Tony, that was your dream cameo, wasn't it? Maul.
Yeah, it was Maul, and like we were this close, like, or at the very least, it would have made sense to do a name drop, because when Anakin was like, I don't know this battle, and she's like, this is the Siege of Mandalore, she could have been like, this is the Siege of Mandalore where I defeated Maul or something, blah blah blah, or captured Maul. Like, come on.
She should have.
When they were on the because when they were on the Venator, because when they were on the Venator, she said like she told Anakin that like she's gonna go deal with Maul on Mandalore.
Yeah,
and that her and Obi-Wan were going to go save the Chancellor.
Yeah,
but I wish, like I said, I wish you would have been like, yeah, this is where I defeated Maul.
Yeah, the name drop. Oh, would have been perfect.
I'm surprised Dave didn't do it. I mean, it lines up like you said, like with Clone Wars season 7, that maybe she would have at least said like, oh, this is where I went to go fight Maul. Like this, I mean, he knew she was going there. Yeah,
yeah.
From not from the Star Wars Seth Tony, but Tony from my comments that he's on Joe's channel now too.
Yeah.
He said that he believed that there was also like a deleted Venator scene as well as a deleted scene on Mustafar that they didn't they cut for something. But if there was a deleted, because they filmed right by his house.
Mustafar scene.
Yeah,
that was rumored for a while with the Kenobi on the ground.
Yeah, like a lifeless
Tony. Tony said like the Manhattan Beach Studios are like right by his house, so he knows like when they're done filming and stuff. And they said that there was a deleted like a scene on a Venator. So I was really hoping that would be like
Maul's hallway scene.
Yeah,
from
or
Order
something like
66.
that.
It might not be deleted.
Or Anakin.
This might be what we're getting post credits.
Or Anakin. Yeah, it could also be like Anakin watching Ahsoka like defend Rex and save Rex, too. Like saying because remember in Tales how they're doing the training.
Yeah.
It'd be Anakin like oh, so you mastered this, or something like
when
that.
She takes on all the clones on the Venator.
And saves Rex. Yeah.
Oof, man, this just
Fun
unlocked
fives.
like so many possibilities. I think for the future is really what happened, and now
I got videos for next week.
We're all like hyped about Star Wars again, which is a good thing, obviously, because we don't want to be in this like Kenobi, Last Jedi situation where we're just like, oh, they're just destroying like everything we expected to happen. It's just, and it's fine to obviously like not meet expectations, but you have to almost surpass them if you're not going to meet them. You know what I mean? You can't just come in with some horrible storyline of a little girl who gets stabbed twice and lives. Like, it's just, that doesn't do it for the fandom. Like,
well, and Joe, you've said before too, like how Luke was in The Last Jedi. If we got Luke's Academy and like Mara Jade was there and they had a secret Skywalker child, that would make me feel better about how Luke was treated in The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
was that like Ben slaughtered his child and Mara. That would okay, like that I would be like, okay, I could sleep better knowing that that's the reason why. Not that he was just being the way he was.
Yeah.
Being Jake Skywalker.
In Legends, I mean, Jason Solo, which obviously is the same name they use for Syndulla, but he killed Mara, right?
Yeah. And Kylo replaced Jason in that story for the sequels.
Exactly. Ben Solo kills Mara, and that's his like final turn to the dark side. Obviously, it sucks to bring in a female character like Frasier, but it would help Luke's story so much and help it make more sense. And I could actually come to terms with being like accepting The Last Jedi for what it is if we saw something like that happen. And Dave has the opportunity to do it here because they've already brought in Luke around this era. Like, they're doing the Thrawn story. They're doing Heir to the Empire, at least to some degree. Obviously, it's going to be different with all the Rebels crew, but the opportunity exists here. So it's just a matter of if they're going to do it or not. If they're going to fix Luke's story, that's what I'm really concerned about.
I said too about like when I made my Shin Theory video is like if she survives and becomes the new Mara Jade, they wouldn't be fridging her then. They'd be giving her this full-fledged story where she could thrive as a character and then meet a tragic end. George has always done tragic ends, so it would make sense.
I don't want to see Shin with Luke though. I mean, I like Shin.
Wait,
she needs to be
like
now with
Sabine
Luke, with me,
now with them holding hands, Well, I was just saying, like for example, like
she's
that's
with Tony or something.
Like like that's how they would like that would be a good way for them to introduce the character, besides just having them in as a cameo and killing them off.
I agree. I don't want a cameo. Like, I want them to build her up through the movie and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I could be wrong, but I think she was a pivotal part of Heir to the Empire, the story.
Super pivotal.
Like especially with Jeru Sabaoth.
With
like
the clone, right? Yeah, and she wanted to kill Luke the entire time. So Luke was like not only being like chased by this assassin, he was also trying to fight this new like threat from the Remnants, Thrawn and Jeru Sabaoth. So Man,
and then also deal with the New Republic too.
So, yeah, well, that's the whole other thing. I mean, this is the Thrawn story just being retold through Rebels lens, and I'm fine with that. I'm super cool with it because the Rebels characters are great. I love all of them. Yeah. I just don't want Luke and Leia and even Han to just be like, oh, they don't exist anymore, because they're there, like they're in the galaxy and they should be important to the galaxy. Especially Luke should be very important to the galaxy at this point in time.
And I think that's why Leia's mention was in there, because even
just
though
let
she's
us remind us,
that like, hey, like she's still here, she still has power in the Senate, and we haven't forgotten.
Yeah.
Or what if Leia was name dropped because eventually, her and 3PO are going to take Jason to Luke's academy, because Jason, this is like 3 drops. I want to be a Jedi like my dad. Yeah. Can you train me? Can you build a lightsaber for me? Like, it's so many drops.
Huyang also saying that he has abilities as well.
Yeah, from his father, Kanan. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm like spitballing here, man.
Okay. We see many things.
We see 3PO. We get the Leia hologram. She's talking to Hera. And then like Jason comes running in or something, and she's like, "Oh, he should go meet Luke," you know,
to my brother's academy. My brother has a school for gifted children, like Charles Xavier. Come to the gifted school.
That's right. And post credit
school for
scene,
youngsters.
Jason's getting dropped off.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Or it would be like the ghost landing down, and we see Luke walking out of like the grounds, like with his hands behind his back, like walking up, like how he was with Grogu.
Right. Right.
And either like even, and if like, I don't want to tie in the sequels, but like even then, like having like young Ben Solo walking with him, like as like a small child, because we don't know how young Ben was given to him. He could have been given like a youngling, like at the age of 3 to 5.
Yeah,
because he was already born by this time, because it's 7 years after 6, and Ben was born right after Battle of Endor, right? Like, or not
supposedly he was born like a year
like conceived.
After Endor.
Yeah, so he'd be 6. I mean, like, I would think anyway, like an age where Luke would be willing to train him. I don't know. I don't want to tie it in. I'm just saying if they're gonna go that route.
I mean, they're going that route. Like, clearly, I'm all for Dave retconning the sequels, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, if there was any chance to do it, it was War Between Worlds, right?
Yeah.
And Disney wouldn't allow it, knowing
not
that they
in a million years, man. Yeah. They spent over $1 billion just making those movies. They're not going to. And then that doesn't include the toys and all the
theme park and stuff.
Oh my god, the whole theme park is sequels.
I mean, Galactic Star Cruiser was a
huge failure.
Well, and the theme park was originally going to be themed. Yeah,
the theme park was originally
bad, man. If it would have been prequels theme or OG trilogy, I probably would have been reckless and saved that ridiculous amount up and went just to feel like I was in the prequels. But it takes place between episode 8 and 9, like the worst 2 movies.
Literally.
What?
I don't know who was smoking crack when they made that, but someone was, because they could have done like a Clone Wars era, like Transport, or or just like an original trilogy story. I mean, that would work too.
I mean, the Transport even from fucking Jedi Academy, as
like
as Jalen,
Return of the Jedi,
because also Galaxy's Edge was originally supposed to be original trilogy themed. They had the TIE fighters and everything.
Kathleen wanted them to change it.
Yeah.
There's like hard evidence that she asked them to change
it.
There's
concept art I've seen the concept art. Yeah.
They wanted like a Mos Eisley like Cantina in there. And she was like, no, we're not going to do the Tatooine thing.
Oh my god.
Okay. Did you guys see that the Galaxy's Edge was gonna be like, there's gonna be a new Star Wars theme park, and it was gonna have like Mustafar and all these other places in it? It was gonna be a theme park like with worlds of Star Wars in it.
I think that was
that's like a Photoshop. Somebody just made that up.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Because George Lucas land, where there's Hoth, there's Endor.
It's the dream.
Yeah. It's the dream. It's the dream.
I'm not talking about that. There was this thing with everything with stuff happening the past months, it got canceled or postponed indefinitely. But Disney was gonna have like this actual theme park where you could like do this stuff in it, kind of like Epcot, for example, but about Star Wars themed. I'll find the TikTok.
It's the dream. So if they wanna, if they want to invest some more money into this, they could actually make some money. That's right. They could make money if they were willing to actually admit their mistakes. So now we just got to wait and see if Dave can somehow fix the sequels, which I think is going to be a nightmare to do, because he has to bring back Palpatine, explain who this Snoke character is, and explain why Luke is like an absolute deadbeat. So
they kind of did with Mando season 3 though, with the fucking
the clones
and the tank?
Project Necromancer.
Sure,
name drop.
but like that's just a name drop. I mean, that doesn't help.
Wait, but like I'm saying, like doesn't
it makes sense that like, okay, they've been working on this forever, whatever, but like it doesn't make the story any better. It doesn't make episode 9 any better.
I was just saying like that's how, like, that's part of how they're tying it. That's like their Battlefront 2, because that was like the story from it.
Yeah.
So and then obviously with like Miggs Mayfield, like they're tying that in like with the sequel stuff. Is what I was trying to say. Is like,
sure, no, they're trying, and that's why I'm saying we're gonna give Dave Filoni his time, and if he can fix it, great. Or if he just takes all these characters and just says, "Okay, we're going to the new galaxy. We're just gonna ignore all that happened."
I hope and think it's that, because it would make sense. Because then he doesn't have to worry about tying it to that, and he'll have more creative freedom because his hands aren't tied to make it go there.
Right.
So
he doesn't have to worry about First Order or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, he even said that Grogu doesn't have to end up in the sequels.
Right.
He doesn't.
So, like, I feel like that would be the perfect setup, because obviously we know Ahsoka dies before the sequel trilogy. Obviously, so she'd be way too old anyway. But I feel like she would go and start her own order now with like Ahsoka the White.
Yeah,
that would be the best way to do it.
I saw the thing you sent me. Like, that's definitely a theory out there. Like that she is now Ahsoka the White. She's essentially a Jedi Master now, right? She's got the knowledge.
Yeah, Jedi Grandmaster.
Yeah. If in this new galaxy she starts her own little crew, then great. Now that leaves Hera and Jason still in like the primary galaxy. So Jason's still got to go to Luke's school, I think.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Do you think they'll try? I mean, but with the hyperspace ring, like you talked about in the last episode, that could fit on a Star Destroyer. Bring Thrawn's Chimera back.
I think the Chimera is coming back. I just don't know if Ahsoka's coming back. I don't know if Ahsoka.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some way they could figure out how to intergalactically travel from that point in time before the technology gets lost. Because obviously the Rakatans, the name drop of the Rakatans and Andor, they're bringing that stuff in some way.
Yeah.
At least, why would they mention the Rakatan Empire and not follow it up with something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna get weird here in a few episodes. Like, there's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be in a whole new galaxy. I don't know if I'm almost. It's like confirmed that Thrawn's coming back to the primary galaxy, right? Like they're gonna put the Chimera through that hyperspace ring, aka just like a Jedi starfighter. They're gonna ship him back. But I don't know about Ahsoka. Are they gonna hop back in a whale's mouth and like get going?
Yeah, are the whales gonna wait?
Yeah, there's a Pinocchio this bitch back. Like, because that's why I'm theory about like Thrawn still having the Lothal entrance to the World Between Worlds.
It's still on there, yeah.
Yeah, so there has to be a way for her to come back too, unless, because I also said in that video, like, in case like maybe Ahsoka and Ezra somehow get back on the ship, and are hiding out on it as they jump to hyperspace. We know Star Destroyers are massive. There has to be places where you can hide, like a stowaway, for example.
There's no way. Yeah, they could hide on it, but I'm just thinking like, how they're gonna get back on his ship in the first place? Is it even flying? Is it like crashed? I mean, there's just so many questions that I hope we get answered next week. Because if we just get this little like, okay, if we get the Balin backstory, it's gonna be sick. But if they just like leave us with this cliffhanger of like, oh, by the way, here's Thrawn and Ezra, and like, okay, I'm gonna have so many questions. Like, we're gonna have to wait a whole nother week.
Yeah.
Episode 7, and we're only gonna get 2 episodes of Ezra and Thrawn. That's gonna be a little frustrating because I want to see as much of them as possible.
I want to say they learned from their mistake with Mando Season 3, but I don't want to give that much hope to it.
They probably filmed it too close to Mando Season 3 to really realize anything.
Yeah, because at that point they were already would have done principal photography, so there's nothing that they could have done to change it. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna see for sure. So.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
All right. Well, Caden, you got any more topics? I know we're about an hour now, and we don't want to take up all Tony's nights here. So
I just got these 3 news things to quickly bring up, and then I'm all set. So the first one was, this was a theory I saw on Twitter from Drifters of Jedi. He's in the Star Wars community. He has a lot of good points. And he says, a wild theory, the scene of Grogu and Mando, seeing the like the Purrgil in Season 3 and when Grogu at first doesn't like realize it, and then puts his hand out and like touches it, he's saying that might be Ahsoka the White and Huyang in the Purgil's mouth, and he like as a Force connection with that being Ahsoka, since they've already connected through the Force before and talked. So I'm thinking he's like, oh, like that's Ahsoka.
I think
that's what the theory was.
I like it. I think
I was like
that.
That's
It does. It's possible. Cool. It's possible. I don't know if they would ever confirm that, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then the second one is that we got the 3 new character posters of Phase 2 Rex, young Ahsoka, and de-aged Hayden in the Clone Wars armor, which I thought
beautiful.
Perfect way of doing it.
Beautiful.
We're just missing you.
And then
yeah, man.
The last one comes from like the news article comes from the Bestman Bulletin, and that the Lando movie writer reveals the series in that movie. What's the writer is Donald Glover. So
yeah, Donald and Stephen Glover.
And his brother.
Yeah. So now it's gonna be a movie, which I hope is done better than the show.
So
I mean,
I saw that. I think that's interesting. Do we think that's a Solo sequel though, or is it like not?
I don't know. I want it to be. Honestly,
you just want Maul.
The news.
I want Maul and Kira. If we don't get that, I'm gonna be disappointed. But that's just me being selfish. But I think it's gonna take place afterwards.
I think so too, and I think it'd be sick to see him. I want to see Bespin is what I want to see. I want to see Lando get settled on Bespin
and start Cloud City and all that stuff.
Starts Cloud City. Got his little mining crew there. I think that would
be... Lobot. Him meeting Lobot for the first time.
Lobot, that's right.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Tony, do you know Maul. Have you seen Maul?
Yeah, man.
Have you seen the stuff about like what the solo trilogy was going to be with with Maul and Crimson Dawn?
No,
with Kira.
No.
So there was going to be a solo trilogy where Maul was like the main villain in Crimson Dawn. Crimson Dawn. I can't speak right now. And we're taking over the syndicates and stuff.
Yeah,
and
that was the whole point, right? They were setting up a trilogy, and
Kira was going to be Maul's apprentice through all of it. And I would love to see that continue like through like Lando, because we got the news months back about Alden coming back as Han.
Yeah,
I guarantee he's not. Yeah, I know he's not going to be in the Ahsoka, but he also could be an heir. But at the same time, people would get really pissed off if he was the Han Solo in the Heir to Empire movie.
I mean, if they like CGI him to look more like Harrison Ford, it could work.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that'd be sick. He's got the face mannerisms down really well, actually.
Yeah. I love Solo. A lot of people don't, but it's like my top 3 Star Wars movies. That like I don't know why, I just love the movie. I didn't watch it when it came out, so I didn't get the hate from Episode 8. I watched it back in 2020 because I wanted to wait.
I'm the same way. I did not watch it for like 3 years after it came out.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I
saw it right away.
I had that Last Jedi sour, man. I was like,
I didn't want to just shit on it because I was so pissed off at Disney. I wanted to give it its own time, let myself heal a little bit. And then watch it.
I think I liked it more because I saw it so much later, though. I think I would have been mad if I watched it right after Last Jedi, kind of thing. So you saw it opening night, though.
Yeah, and Solo is the reason I got into Clone Wars and Rebels, because I hadn't watched any of it. So I saw Solo, and I'm like, how is Darth Maul alive? I had no idea. So I Googled it, and I'm like, they've brought him back in Clone Wars. So I binged all 6 seasons of Clone Wars. Oh, he's in Rebels. I binged all 4 seasons of Rebels, and then I've been addicted ever since then. So it's because of Solo I got into all the animated stuff.
That's interesting. That's definitely, I could see
Solo
you being
like,
my life. What the is going on here? Why is Maul?
I'm like, yo, he got cut in half. How is this possible? Had no idea he came back.
You're like trying to figure out what the timeline is and everything.
Yeah.
I also love that Sam Witwer said that he had so much control over Maul on set. Like he
did with the saber and everything.
Yeah, with the saber. Yeah, okay, it could be the dark saber or it could be the Inquisitor saber.
Yeah.
The fact that they were asking him like, "Hey, how do we do this in our movie?" It shows that like Sam has so much control over the character in the best way possible.
Yep.
Especially because Sam and Rey work together so well as Darth Maul. Like takes two. Like how all 3 of like Ren and Wayne, the other. Stunt double for
Lateef,
Mando
Lateef
and
Crowder,
Lateef, and then how Pedro, like, it takes 3 of them to make Mando. And I think it's like I wish it was all Pedro, but it works well and it's believable.
I don't think Ray Park's coming back, man. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's probably why we don't get Maul.
Well, Sam could do
stuff that happened.
I'd be fine with Sam just playing him straight up.
Me too.
I mean, once you have all that makeup on, we're not gonna be able to tell it's Sam. Like it's gonna be Maul. So
yeah.
After the Ray Park stuff came out, though, that Clone Wars came out after that, like season 7.
Yeah, they had already filmed it though.
I guess
because they did mocap for that. And then
you could tell right away with the mocap.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he just same exact moves.
Perfect.
Always, so.
Yep.
All right. Well,
but if Sam came back, that'd be sweet. Though, too.
I'd like to see Sam. I want to see Sam just something live action. Oh, he deserves it. With all the all he's done for Star Wars, and
and the fact that he
loves it so much.
Yeah. He's not Marok, so he doesn't get his chance to shine yet.
I know. What a waste.
Watch him be like Talon Card or something, like playing like just like some random cameo. Like
I want to see. I still think they could do a Galen Merrick Inquisitor at some point. I think it's possible. I'm not gonna
if they give Cal Kestis a live action show, perfect way to introduce him.
Yeah, I would love that.
That would like if like Tantalor or Fails needs to come back to the main galaxy. Yeah. Or I guess he's still in the main galaxy, but like comes back to existence, so to speak.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. I'd be down for him. All for Sam. I'm gonna root for him all the way for sure. So, yeah. All right. Well, I think we're pretty much good, guys. Tony, really appreciate the talk. Everyone, head over to Star Wars Sith, subscribe to his channel. Thanks for joining us today. I've been on your channel before. We did a Sith Talk podcast. It was a lot of fun talking with you, and glad we got to do this with all three of us.
Yes.
So, you got anything you want to plug? You got anything coming up, or you just?
So tomorrow I'll be dropping a new episode of Sith Talk with Hannah from the Ray side. She'll be on there.
Oh, yeah, she's cool.
And then next Tuesday, just at 8 p.m., we'll be counting down to episode 6 of Ahsoka live. So
right on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Catch the live stream. All right. Cool. Thanks, guys. We will catch you later. Till next time.